friends. So today we are going into an introduction class of AC single phase current flow through resistor, inductor and capacitor as pure elements. So this is only an introduction class and we will be just going through what are the preliminary ideas we should have before studying the AC current flow through pure resistor, inductor, capacitors. Okay. So what is meant by an alternating current? An alternating current is the flow of electric charge that periodically reverses its direction. So it periodically reverses its direction and the alternating current is normally represented by a sine wave. Okay. So here you can see a sine wave form and it is having a full cycle as 2 pi radians or 360 degree and its half cycle is at 180 degree or pi radians. Its maximum point reaches at pi by 2 and the negative maximum reaches as 3 pi by 2. Okay, so this is how we have to represent the pure sinusoidal waveform. Next we are going to study what is meant by a phasor diagram. So a phasor diagram is used for representing a sinusoidal waveform so that it becomes easier for addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. That means for mathematical calculations, it is not easy to add two sine waves. If you are having sine wave like this, there is another sine wave which is like this. So it is difficult for adding or subtracting or multiplying or taking the division of different sine waveforms. So it is easier if we are representing the same sine wave in the shape of a single line. Okay, and that is done with the help of phasor diagram. So phasor is actually a rotating vector which rotates in counterclockwise direction with angular velocity omega radians per second. So here you can see how we will represent the phasor diagram. So a sine wave starts here if the sine wave starts at 0 position or at 0 position at this point, which means the phase angle for this sine waveform is equal to 0, or for the A waveform the phase value is 0. Then we can represent the phasor on the 0 axis on the phasor diagram. Okay, so we have to represent it on the 0 axis. Next, let us go through what is meant by there are two concepts called in phase concept and out of phase concept. So in phase and out of phase are mentioned while comparing two waveforms of equal frequency. When we have to compare two waveforms having equal frequency, we will use the term in phase or out of phase. Okay, in out of phase itself there are two other concepts called lag and lead. So first let us go through what is meant by in phase concept. Here you can see the two waveforms A and B, sinusoidal waveforms having different magnitude. Okay, and what is the phase angle for A? It is phi of A is equal to 0. And the phase angle for B, that is also equal to 0, but because both of them starts from the 0 position. Okay, now you can note that this A and B are getting its maximum positions and minimum positions at the same instant. Both of them gets its maximum position. Both of them gets its minimum position at the same instant. Which means that we can assume that they are, or we can imagine that they are moving together. Okay. So we can say that A and B are in phase. A and B are in phase. Let us go through the equations also. A is equal to AM sin omega t. Why? Because there is no phase angle. B is equal to BM sin omega t. Why? Because the phase angle is 0. Now how can we represent it in the phasor diagram? You can see that A is represented on the 0 axis, correct? Why? Because it starts from the 0 value. So the 0 point is reached at the proper axis. So A is represented on the phasor on the 0 axis. Similarly, B also is marked on the 0 axis, but the magnitude is a little bit different. Okay, but both of them are represented on the same 0 axis. Now you have to imagine that the phasor is actually a rotating vector. So both of them will be rotating like this together. A and B will be together rotating. So this concept is called the in phase concept and we will call that A and B are in phase. Okay. Now we are going to into the concept of out of phase. In out of phase itself, there are two types. One is lead and the other one is lag. And you have to note that the lead and the lag concepts are just used for comparison. And this may be done only with the help of a reference quantity. Okay, I will be explaining it further. So listen. there are two waveforms. We are considering two waveforms A and B. Here you can see that they are not moving together. So they are out of phase. They are out of phase. Okay, now we have to think about leading and the lagging concept. That means out of phase concept. So here waveform A, that is which is marked in red color. You can see that the waveform, for the waveform, the 0 point is taken as the axis. Okay, or we can say that the phase angle for A we are considering as 0. Okay, whereas look at B. You can see that B is advancing, it is advanced from A. Before 5 degree itself, B has reached its 0 position, which means B is ahead of A by an angle 5 degrees. Okay, so the angle for B is actually phi. B is equal to plus phi. Okay, now let us go through how can we represent it. So here you can represent A as A is equal to AM sin omega t. Why? Because the phase angle is 0. Whereas B can be represented as B is equal to BM sin omega t plus phi, because the waveform has been is advanced from A about 5 degrees. Now you can go through the phasor diagram. You can see that A is marked on the 0 axis. Why? Because it is already starting from the 0 position, or the phase angle for A is 0. That is why we are representing it on the 0 axis. Now what about B? When comparing with A, we can say that B is leading A by an angle phi. Why? Because this phasor have been reached at this point at the 0 axis some time before, or some phase angle phi before, or while rotating this will be always moving in front of A by an angle 5 degrees. Okay, so that is the concept called leading. So how will we call? A is taken as the reference quantity. We will say that B is leading A by an angle 5 degrees. B is leading A by an angle 5 degrees. Okay, now let us move on. A and B are out of phase. B leads A by an angle 5 degrees. Now let us think about what is lag concept. Here you can see two waveforms again, A and B. A is actually starting from or its 0 position is marked here. So the phase angle for this one phi A is equal to 0. Now what about B? You can see that when comparing with A, the word comparing is very important. When comparing with A, you can see that B is lagging behind. It is only having its 0 position 5 degrees after A. Okay, which means B is lagging A by an angle 5 degrees. How can we represent it in equation? A is equal to AM sin omega t and B is equal to BM sin omega t minus phi. Now how can we represent it in the phasor diagram? A is marked on the 0 axis, and why? Because the phase value is 0, and this is taken as the reference quantity. Okay, referring with this one, we are talking about B. Okay, then how can we say B is lagging behind? Why? Because it is running behind A when they are moving counterclockwise direction. Always B will be running behind A by an angle 5 degrees. So we will call that A and B are out of phase and B is lagging A by an angle phi. Now if lag and lead concepts are clear, let me ask you one thing. If I am changing the reference quantity, in the case of lag concept, lead, which we studied just now, this was the reference quantity, okay, and we told that B is leading A by an angle 5 degrees. So I am going to make a small change. Instead of A being the reference quantity, we are going to take B as the reference quantity. So a reference quantity is always shown as B is equal to, for example, BM sin omega t, which means we are taking the phase angle for B as 0, or we are going to select this as the reference axis. Okay, instead of this black line, now we are taking this one as the reference axis. Now you just compare. B is taken as the reference quantity. What about A? Can you say what about A? A is actually lagging B by an angle 5 degrees. So it is merely a concept of comparison. When we are changing the reference quantity with respect to whom we are talking about, that is the main thing. So A is lagging behind B by an angle phi. So how will we represent then? AM sin omega t minus phi. But note that this is because we changed the reference axis as well as we changed the the reference quantity. Instead of A, we are considering B as the reference quantity. So, whenever we are changing the quantity, reference quantity, then surely the lag and lead concepts are different. So, you should be thorough with the concept. Now, listen, in this lag case also, instead of taking A as the reference quantity, if I am taking B as the reference quantity. See, here B is selected as the reference quantity, this axis does not exist. Now, you can see that what about A? Or we can write the equation for B as Bm sin omega t. Okay. And now how can we write A? You can see that this is the reference quantity B. A is actually leading B by an angle phi. So how can we write the equation? Am sin omega t plus phi. So from this itself it is clear that the lag and lead concepts are mentioned according to the reference quantity. Or we cannot say it is a constant thing. We cannot say that always A is lagging, or lag or lead cannot be said as a constant quantity. We have to mention it according to the reference quantity. Now let us go through what about an electric circuit. When we are coming to electric circuits, instead of A and B, we were just mentioning it as a common criteria. A and B was just mentioned for generalized. Generally we expressed as A and B. But when coming to an electric circuit like resistor, inductor or capacitor, or RL circuits or RC circuit or RLC circuits, we will be mentioning about the voltage and current, or we have to make a comparison of the voltage and the current. So, we are going to take voltage and currents as A and B. For example, this one is A and this one is B. So, we are generally representing the voltage equation as V is equal to Vm sin omega t, which will be taken as the reference quantity. And the next case is I is equal to Im sin omega t plus phi. This is generally taken. If phi value becomes 0, then it means that the equation becomes Im sin omega t, which means voltage and current both will be in phase. Now, when this phi value is negative, then what happens? Current will be lagging the voltage by angle phi. And when phi value is positive, then it means that the current will be leading the voltage by an angle phi. So, from this it is clear that lagging, leading, everything concept are just according to the reference quantity. So, in some cases, for example, series circuits, when we are considering pure R, there are three things we have to study: pure R, L and C circuits. Then we will be studying series RL circuit, RC circuit and RLC circuit. Okay, then we will be studying the parallel circuits. Parallel circuits are not there in your syllabus. So, till here you have to study. So, while considering the pure R, L and C, we will be selecting V as the reference and I as the quantity which is leading, lagging or in phase. When we are considering the series conditions, series RL, RC, RLC, we will consider current as the reference quantity, and then we will tell about what about the voltage. Why? Because in a series circuit, current is a constant quantity. Okay, current is a series circuits, we know that current is constant, voltage changes. So, normally we will consider current as the reference quantity in a series circuit. Okay, hope you understood all these concepts. In the next class, we will be studying what is AC current flow in a pure resistor, then pure inductor, then pure capacitor. Thank you everyone for listening. Bye.